Free yourself of pain, anxiety, and sleepless nights. And do it naturally. CBD House of Healing only carries products from their lab, made to meet the highest quality and purity standards. Find your relief from the aches and pains, the emotional stress and drain, and sleep again. Shop online at cbddallas.com or in person and grab a slushie at 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101, Dallas, Texas. Begin your healing at the House of Healing. This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock. Yeah. El Chingon won it out. And this episode's beer is El Chingon. El Chingon from Four Corners Brewing. It is an IPA straight out of Dallas. It is 7.3%. And it is straight up an IPA. No sweetness, no weird hints of fruits or juices and berries and none of that. It's just straight up hops. It's not hard though. It's not like heavy, hard hitting, too hoppy. Aftertaste, maybe like a 2 to 2.5. But I rock with it. It's exactly what it said it's going to be, an IPA. So shout out to El Chingon. Shout out to Four Corners Brewing. Yeah, no, it's good, and it keeps getting better as it goes along. We'll see how good this episode's going to be with this 7.3. All right, so let's get into it. No need to beat around the bush. News you can booze to. Oh, Game 7 has to be one of the best phrases in sports. One of the best. I know there's Super Bowl. I know there's finals or Stanley Cup, World Cup. But Game 7 is like it. And first, we had the Nuggets and the Clippers. Then, same night, the Stars and Avalanche. Yes, I know, different sports. Follow me. Then, the Rockets and Warriors, and the Blues and the Jets. We had 48 hours of Game 7s. Within 4 Game 7s within 48 hours. 7.3. I cannot believe what I got to witness over the weekend. It was insane. It was great for all of about 2 games. The Clippers basically got mollywopped. James Harden, where are you? It was so disappointing. The Nuggets were clicking on all cylinders, and to watch them do what they did to the Clippers, to a healthy Clippers, there were no real big injuries. Everybody's obviously dealing with injuries towards the end of the year, but a lot of their team was rested. Kawhi, I'm looking at you. This was supposed to be more of a challenging Game 7 for the Nuggets. It was not. It was not. And Aaron Gordon, might have been the MVP in that series. And if they make a deep run, he might be the MVP in the playoffs, period. If they make it to the finals MVP, because he has been doing everything and he's been everywhere. I mean, everywhere, doing whatever he's got to do to make sure that they win. And he has done that. The Stars and the Avalanche were the same night. Now, mind you, like I said, the Clippers got mollywopped, so it wasn't much of a game. But the Stars and Avalanche, Looked like it was going to be a very defensive game at first. Then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened. The Stars almost blew it. Pissed me off. We're going to make me absolutely hate watching hockey. We're going to absolutely make me disgusted. But they did what every great team does, and they pulled their fucking rabbit out of a hat to win with the game winner in the last 2 to 3 minutes of the third period to win it all and beat the Avalanche. Warriors and Rockets. Look, the Warriors were too much for the Rockets. Buddy Hield, who has been up and down and all these things, was phenomenal. He had 30 points, 9 of 11 were three-pointers. Crazy. Steph also went off and almost got a triple-double after being locked down pretty much throughout the series. Listen, I don't know what you can do with this team. They look old and beat up at times, and then they look like that. And it is kind of scary to see what's going to come of this. Nobody knows. The Warriors are just a big-ass question mark, especially going up against now the next series, Minnesota. Going to Minnesota, quick turnaround. I think it's 2 days, and they're flying up to Minnesota to handle it because they played their Game 7 in Houston, so they ain't even going home. Just go on and pack your bags and head to Minnesota and wear what you was wearing out there, okay? But this is the year, like I said before the playoffs started, and I said it during the season. I can't remember exactly when. But if I do recall, I said this is Houston's year to do the OKC thing. To lose it in a series that you knew you should have won because of your young, inconsistent play. But not to take away from the great season that they had, but it just did not look, they did not look like they had the experience to keep up. I'm sorry, I gotta drink this. Now, what I will say is, that Ant has been on a legendary run, and the Warriors are coming into his house, and it's not gonna be easy. He's been going crazy. Warriors still ain't figured out what to do with a big man. Really, Steven Adams was going crazy during that whole series. But, I mean, obviously, like I said, you can beat a man, you can beat a team if you hit threes like Buddy Hield was hitting threes. And now the Jets and the Blues. Listen, I'm a Stars fan. Let's not get it twisted. Go Stars. But the Jets and the Blues game was crazy. The Blues had it. They started off on fire. It looked like the complete opposite of the Stars versus the Avalanche, or Avalanche versus Stars because it was here in Dallas. But it looked completely different. It looked like the Blues were about to take it and win this 4-0, 4-1, some crazy shit like that. The Jets did what? The NFL Jets can't do. And they didn't give up. And they started off looking real suspect, but they gave up. They didn't give up, and they came back and tied the game with seconds. I'm talking seconds left on the clock, and came back and won the whole thing in double overtime. And now they will face the Stars in the next round. Go Stars. Next round, speaking of, Indiana gave the Cavs the business in their first game. I don't know what to say, but Holly is tired of being disrespected, and you can tell he's been called overrated. He shouldn't have been in the Olympics, all these things like that. You can just tell he's tired of hearing all that. He's tired of it. He's a gold medalist. He continues to put up numbers. He continues to ball out. Yeah, he was inconsistent at first, but now he's starting to put on a hell of a run. And Holly in the playoffs is almost like Jimmy in the playoffs. They just two different animals. You just can't count him out. And it didn't look good for the Cavs. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like the Cavs look good. They looked rusty. They definitely didn't get off to a great start. No Darius Garland. I do think Hallie is going to go off this series and prove to everybody that he's no fucking slouch. But I don't know if they're still going to win this series. They stole one. They caught the Cavs slipping. But, you know, this is more of a story about Hallie and getting up in that upper echelon of the league and getting his respect. And I do think that he's going to earn it this series. Does that mean a win for them in this series and moving on to the next round? I don't know. I don't really think so. A betting man in me would say no. But I'm gonna hold off because my emotions are getting the best. Because I believe the Cavs are the best team in the playoffs right now, period. The Celtics, who lost to the Knicks, are not looking, you know, they look beatable, okay? Beatable next round. So, or this round. And next round. I don't know, shit. If the Cavs can pull it together, I think they're beatable next round. But anyway, we get to that in a second. All right, now to the sad news of the show. No one passed, but Greg Popovich is stepping down as permanently from coaching and the Spurs. He's arguably the greatest coach of all time. It's a sad day for the sport. It's a sad day for the Spurs, but he got a new job, and he wanted everybody to know about his new job.
And I'll do everything I can to help him and help them. But I'll have a new job, and I want to make sure everybody understands what the new job is. I'm no longer a coach. I'm El Jefe.
Man, oh, brought a tear to the eye. Listen, Pop has been loved and respected and revered and all those great magical words from all the players that have ever come in contact with him, played for him, things like that. Like I said, arguably one of the greatest coaches of all time in basketball, of all time. His predecessor, Mitch Johnson, has some big shoes to fill, but I don't think that he's going to have that big of a problem. He was learning under the wing of Pop the whole time. He will still have Pop in the building. Excuse me. He will still have every player that they had, Wemby and that young talent around him. They're going to be all right. I will say that, like I said, Pop had so much respect and love from all the players, past and present, that DeJounte Murray showed up, and he's still in the league. Like, it's not like Ginobili, who you saw there on the stage, or Tim Duncan, all those players are retired. No. Murray's still playing. He's on the Pelicans. They're not playing in the playoffs or anything, but he's still playing. But he showed up to the press conference out of love and respect for Pop, and it just goes to show, like, the amount of respect and love and how great of a person, coach, whatever you want to say he was or is. Excuse me, not dead. Sorry, not dead. However he is, right? But I do think that, like I said, Mitch Johnson has some big shoes to fill. We'll see. I do think they'll be okay. I really do think they'll be okay. I think they're making the strides to keep up with the Houstons, the OKCs, hell, even the Mavericks, even though everybody's still upset about the trade. I still think they're better off. Lakers are at home as well, Mavs. So now on to boxing. Yes, I said boxing. What a waste of fights this weekend. There was nothing good about these fights. except for like one punch that everybody was hype about. They fought in the middle of Times Square, New York. Ryan Gar. If you don't know which fight I'm talking about Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero had a fight in the middle of Times Square. Ryan Garcia pulled up in a Batmobile, fire ass entrance. I mean, fire. Gotham City. It was the perfect setup for him to just get back in the good graces. And apparently them steroids really was in his system because he was not himself. He was not good. And he looked like he got hit hard early and didn't want to fight anymore.
Another look at the punch that put Garcia down.
Right there, ooh.
Boom.
He caught him twice right there, but that hook was solid right on the chin, and he didn't load up or nothing. He just was in rhythm with it right here. Turn it over. Bing! Great shot by Rolly Romero.
Garcia was already off balance after the first hook.
He was off balance after the first hook, and he was off balance the entire fight. He didn't look like the fighter that fought Haney and was putting in the work like we thought. So them drugs, I don't know, but you know, Canelo also fought. It was a slightly more dominating show for Canelo. There's no fireworks for that. Well, I didn't even have any highlights from that. The biggest highlight of the night, actually, yes, Canelo won. He won, by unanimous decision or some shit. I don't like he always does. The biggest highlight of the night was the announcement. I'm trying to hold back my excitement. Yes, I am super excited about this fight. This fight might be the fight of the decade. I am looking forward to this fight. Matter of fact, I am going to this fight. Canelo announced that he will be fighting Crawford September 12th. I'm going. I don't give a fuck. I will move mountains. I will part Red Seas. I am going to this fight. All I want to know is who's coming with me. And what are we drinking? I'm going to this fucking fight. Lastly, in NFL news, nothing crazy. Just a coach and team being fined for a prank call. I told you, going viral is not worth it. You should never have posted the video. Never. Falcons got fined $250,000, and the coach who didn't make the phone call, the coach got fined $100,000. That is $350,000 in total. That is a $350,000 mistake. For those of you that think like, oh, that's nothing to these coaches. No. You are thinking of the players. The players make millions. The head coaches make millions. The coordinators do not make millions. They make thousands, hundreds of thousands maybe, but thousands. $100,000 for a viral video prank call that you should have fucking kept between you, your close friends, and your close family. Not your pops, by the way. My God, man. My God. Going viral is not worth it. It's just, whoo, it's not worth it. Now, speaking of going viral, it's time for the beer goggles of the week. First up, we got Russ Westbrook, who has also had a phenomenal, I got to preface this, he's had a great series. He did have a great series versus the Clippers, and I'm sure he had to feel really good about this and this victory, you know what I mean? But he's been tweaking.
I was going to kind of ask about that, and there were other moments throughout the season, throughout the game, throughout your career like that. even when you steal the outlet pass and set up AG on the dunk. It looks like you're almost having an out-of-body experience. Can you describe, are you thinking, or what are you feeling in those moments?
I think a lot, as much as people may not think. I'm very smart, and I understand the game. I understand what's going on. So I am thinking. And I also, just a force, man. I think it's, my ability to be able to be a force of nature on the floor is what I pride myself on. So whatever that looks like, it may be a turnover, it may be a missed shot, but it may be a steal, maybe a dunk, maybe a missed three, maybe a made three. It's gonna be all of that. It's gonna be everything. So you just take it for how it comes, and whatever happens, you go with it. And I've always been like that. As long as I leave it on the floor, and God willing, to be able to go out and continue to compete, I'm grateful for it.
What? Okay. Again, Russ be tweaking. Russ, what was he wearing? Russ be wilding. But anyway, somebody else who's been wilding lately is my new favorite media personality, aka Coach, Bill Belichick, and his girlfriend.
Jordan Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
Make sure that that's the...
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on, though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan, where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet, and she's doing kind of the Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow isn't clicks or views, but touchdowns and, above all, wins.
Sir, I have so many questions. First off, the reporter what is that reaction? What has that been like? I don't know. I'm not looking at what they think of what I post. She runs that shit. You know me. I never was on social media before. I was never on. I don't give a fuck. My next question is, why are they wearing holy ass Navy sweatshirts? Isn't he the head coach of UNC? What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm also confused by this player fan reaction. This was really wild. For those of you who don't know what happened there, Giannis and Halliburton's dad were face to face. Halliburton's dad, Hallie's dad, got on the fucking court right after the game ended. He was in the stands. He was sitting courtside, but he was in the stands. He had a Hallie towel or blanket or whatever, flag with his son on it, and was taunting fucking Giannis. And Giannis, I am surprised, one, by his pop standing still and how he stood on business. He didn't flinch. He didn't run. He didn't, he handled business. Might have been drunk. And Giannis, who also might have been drunk on emotions, I'm surprised he didn't punch this man in the face or push him or do anything crazy. It was a lot of in your face talking going on. And I'm sorry, man, after man playing basketball, I don't want to smell what that, yeah, no, I'm cool. Anyway, pause. That is crazy. And last but not least, this has nothing to do with sports. I just saw this video and thought this motherfucker had to be drunk as shit, because there's no way a sober mind would think this is okay.
Look at you, baby. I just can't walk away. Is it really worth saving? Cause I can't seem to erase the memories of...
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm trying not to cry on camera. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you set yourself on fire in real, like, and not have, like, layers? I mean, my man was in jeans and drawers. Like, fam, have some shorts on, sweats on, something under that so that you can make the, like, what? I don't even know. Apparently this was a music video that he didn't want to pay for the graphics, so he just said, fuck it, I want to set myself on fire, and kind of walk through and sing. And I don't know what the gist of it is, but you went viral. Thank you for the entertainment. I don't even know what the song is called. I don't even know if you made the video or not, but my God, man, dumb as fuck. Had to be drunk. Had to be drunk. And the motherfucker filming drunk as well, because that I would be like, this is a bad idea. But both of you, beer goggles of the week. And now it's time for the 6-pack of the week. All right, so first up, we got Christopher Braun. Like I said, Westbrook, Aaron Gordon, Chris Brown, they have been going absolutely haywire, just crazy. But this, crazy.
In Los Angeles, could not. Powell, it's been a breakthrough season for him. He misses on the floater. Bullet feed, that's perfection! Jokic to Brown for the touchdown!
Wrong sport, but absolutely relevant, because Jokic threw the best throw I've seen in a while, like bomb, and Brown one of the nicest dunks in the playoffs so far. Man, next up we got Amen Thompson. I hope I'm saying Amen right, but Thompson was cooking. Yes, I know they lost the series, but Thompson did not lose the series. The Rockets lost the series.
Stephen Curry drills a long three-pointer, nearly 30 feet. Thompson behind the back. Thompson, wow! What a finish! Oh, Amen Thompson, a spectacular drive to the basket. This guy.
Amen Thompson was cooking. Listen, it's not his fault that they lost, that he put up some good numbers. Obviously, you know, when you're great, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nah, he put up numbers. He was doing his thing. The rest of the team did not do what they were supposed to do. Shit. Dylan Brooks, did absolute shit in Game 7. But hey, listen, can't be mad at it. They're a young team. They'll be back. I think they'll be back. Next up, Hallie. Hallie said he ain't overrated, and he gonna show you, motherfuckers.
We hit the 2-minute mark left, and the restlessness grows here in Cleveland. Halliburton around Allen, and he scoops it.
That was crazy. First off, I just want you to know that is not a easy feat to do. Second of all, that's one of the best. That's one of the good top 10 best defender big men to do that on in the league. I'm not crazy when I say that. He's a pretty good defender. I've been watching him all year. That was pretty fucking tough. Next up, the dunk that saved the Nuggets.
Zubac is on him. And this is for the win. Oh, it's close. They're going to call it. Did Gordon beat the buzzer? They're going to take a look at it.
There was no need to look. He definitely got it in on time, and he absolutely saved the Nuggets, saved their season. Oh, man. You just can't get any better than that. You just cannot get any better than that. That was amazing. Anyway, speaking of saving, somebody should have saved this young man because, my God, man, my God.
Knicks trying to wait till the end. Brunson puts up a three. Bang! Bang! Jalen Brunson hits the three with 4.3 remaining. And the Pistons call timeout.
Bang! Bang! Oh, my God. That is probably like one of the best catchphrases in basketball. Bang! Jalen Brunson, man, you didn't have to do that young man that way. That was absolutely uncalled for and absolutely crazy. He disappeared out the frame. There are so many different angles, and every single one, he damn near disappeared out the frame. The fuck? Last but not least. Oh, it's gonna flop on me. Oh, last but not least.
Down low, Johnston scores! Wyatt Johnston with 3:56 to go.
This power play is perfectly executed. Duchesne leaves the slot right on top of the crease and goes across the seam to Wyatt Johnston from the acute angle. Johnston has the patience and poise of someone much more experienced. The youngster fires it into the empty net. 2 power play goals late in the third period.
And they would go on to win. And listen, I don't do Homer shit very often, but I had to do that. That was the greatness. Greatness. Jets, you're next. Go Stars. And that was the 6-pack of the week. And now it's time for the conversations at the keg. In NFL news, Justin Tucker has been released from the Baltimore Ravens. They put out a press release thing, a post on social media, basically saying that football decisions are hard and that this was a football decision that they were releasing him. They released him because he hasn't been good or, football reasons, whatever. As crazy as that sounds because of all the allegations and things that have gone and the stories that have been out, I believe them. I know, I believe them. Even though I believe the Ravens are a well-ran organization and they want to get ahead of any nightmares or nightmarish stories or charges that may be coming. I'm not saying he is getting charged. What I'm saying is that maybe they see trouble on the horizon and you ain't doing that great anyway. You were a great kicker. You were phenomenal the past umpteen seasons with us. Last year, not so much. I also believe that they want to get younger and pay less for a kicker not proven but good. And if Justin Tucker was that younger player and making field goals like he was back in the day, I don't think they would have released him. I don't think they would have released him. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ziggy, couldn't these allegations be false, and couldn't it just be about him being old and bad, and they aren't making this about the women and blah, 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 blah. True, possibly. What I do think, though, is the numbers helped the decision. But the decision was made or even thought about because of the stories, because of the allegations, because they want to get ahead of it before it gets nasty. And if you don't believe me, yes, I do believe on the later half, it was like, look, dog, this ain't worth it. You're 23rd in the league in kicking out of 30 some odd kickers. You've missed 60 out of 62 he made, so he missed 2 field goals on the season. You have missed a lot of 40, or not a lot, but you've missed 40 to 50 yarders quite often enough to make us second guess you kicking a field goal. It used to not be that way, but now we second guessed you on kicking, and now we second guess you off the field. I don't believe that he is facing such a decline that he should have been let go just based off of merit. Like, all right, he's just not that good anymore. It's time to release him. Like a Mason Crosby, which was still a great kicker, but it was in the decline. He was missing field goals left and right. I do think that maybe if they would have came to Tucker and said, hey, if we take on the bullshit, you got to take on a team-friendly deal. Otherwise, we can't do this. I do think that. And I think he said, nah, these allegations are false. These things are crazy. I'm not taking a team-friendly deal. Hey, well, then we wish you luck, sir. The stories are egregious. The stories are nasty. The type of shit that he is known for in massage parlors around Baltimore are crazy. Read up on the story if you don't know about it. It has been 16. It's like Deshaun Watson on steroids, but quieter. If that makes sense. I think that the Ravens made this decision because, one, he's not good anymore, and they feel like he isn't worth being put on a poster with their jersey in front of their offices by protesters. They feel or felt that they don't want the media to speak about this situation with him in a Ravens jersey. Simple as that. They feel that the winning doesn't outweigh the morality. In this instance, because he's not winning his field goals. He is maybe possibly going to get a shot with another team, but I don't know. There hasn't been many teams or rumors or anything like that that have put him there with the team. This is all just speculation. This is just my guess. Everybody knows what's coming, and they're trying to get far, far away from it. I could be wrong. He might be signed next week. He might be on a field next week. But the stories just sound crazy. And if they get enough corroboration, I don't know, fuck. They get all of that, it's a wrap for your boy. And because we know the NFL doesn't care about morality more than they care about winning. It just is what it is. We know that. But when you start to see the decline and you fucking up off the field, hey man, it's been fun. We love you. We love what you do for us. Gotta go. Just my thoughts. And yeah, so in honor of Cinco de Drinko, this is Beer 30, Sports O'Clock. And it's time to get Chingon. 16 May is the first game of Frisco Rough Riders Copa de la Diversión, in which the Riders become Quesos de Frisco. That's right, the fresh cheese is kicking off the Fun Cup. Join El Maximo for Texas Monthly Taco Fest. Texas Monthly's top 50 taco list is out, so come have fun on a night of incredible local tacos before the game. And it's Fireworks Friday. Enjoy a fireworks spectacular from the field after the game. Arrive early for a rally towel giveaway presented by Kakik. Also, take advantage of the great offer for Queso de Frisco. For all Copa de la Diversión games, you can get 2 bullpen tickets and 2 Queso de Frisco pennants, all just for $20. Copa de la Diversión games are May 16th, August 3rd, and September 12th. Go to milb.com/frisco/tickets/specialisto. Find the double Diversión game offer and get your tickets now.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.